now I have 7 boyfriends. I don't know which one is my favorite. I don't know their names, but I have 7 boyfriends, and yeah, we just get each other. 2 of those boys are brothers.
This is some of the worst dating advice you can ever get from anyone. I'm convinced that these women and these beta dudes, because there's some dudes in here preaching the same exact message, are promiscuous. They're in a situation where misery loves company. They probably dated multiple people, didn't have a successful relationship, and for that, they need to pass on the misery. They need to pass on the pain. Instead of trying to heal themselves, instead, they preach this message of promiscuity. And let's not act like, oh, you don't have to sleep with them. No, in this modern culture, people are fucking. Let's stop playing around. Let's stop acting like people are not sleeping with each other, because they are. When somebody says date them all, they don't mean, oh, just go on a little nice date and see what that person's personality is like, see if they have good character. No, they're not talking about that. They're saying, see if you can extract resources, see if they are a good person, and shit, if you like them enough, go ahead and give yourself to them, because why not? We're young, wild, and free. Some of these people in these clips that I'm about to show, they slip up. They say, oh, you don't have to sleep with them, knowing damn well hookup culture is in full effect. They're very disingenuous. They're basically trying to gaslight everyone, including the viewers that take heed of this message. This willful blindness, that feign ignorance. I'm pulling out all the words today because these people are really trying to lie to you in your face. And specifically when it comes to these beta male simps, they want you to date them all because they want you to date people like them. They're so thirsty for female validation, attention, and pleasure, they will do, say, and become anyone in order to get it. These dudes are so simped out and so in need for female pleasure that they will tell you sweet lies. And once they get what they want, they will toss you to the side. And now you have emotional baggage. You just went through a traumatic experience and now you're jaded. You can never see men the same. Watch what I'm talking about. Let's get into the video.
Date them all. Date them all. Have a roster until one of them don't play about you. I didn't say have sex with them all. I said date them all. Stop falling in love with the first person you go on a date with just because he bought you a seafood boil at Red Lobster and a couple shots of reposado. Okay? Have your roster. Minimum 3 to 5 people. Date them all until one of them give you exactly what you're looking for.
I'm a firm believer on date them all, and that doesn't mean go be a hoe, but date them all, and do so openly. Make sure that these men know that you are actively also seeking other men, not in the sense of being a hoe, like I said, but that that they're not your only option, because I feel like the second men think that you're only for them and that you're putting your eggs in one basket, that's when they give you less than what you deserve. And you can date them all modestly. You don't gotta be out here giving it up to everybody, but get to know people. And always remember, you are the prize, not them, you.
Do these people really think that none of us have ever been on a date before? None of us have ever linked up with somebody and the sexual tension just did not exist? I find that very hard to believe, because every single one of these women know damn well, out of that roster, maybe 3 of them, yeah, I probably wouldn't sleep with. But there's probably 1 or 2 that I probably would. And if he wanted to, I would do it. Stop playing in our face. Stop acting like, oh, it's okay to date multiple people at the same time, because it's not. For one, because of promiscuity, more than likely, you're going to be swapping spit with at least one of them. And I wouldn't be surprised if you let that one special one take you down. But not only that, where's your intention? Where's your purpose? If you want to become a wife, if you want to become a mother, this doesn't seem too purposeful. This doesn't seem too intentional. It seems like you want to eat your cake and have it too. You want to be able to date, extract resources, get bust down, because you're trying to fill a void of not knowing who you are. You lack self-identity, you lack purpose, and you're trying to fill that void with physical intimacy. I'm going to get into this a little later, but just think about it for a second. If you found a man of purpose and he found out that you were dating multiple men, do you really expect him to stick around? This dude has everything going for himself. He takes care of himself. He's truly on his purpose. And you think he's going to wait around for you while you're dating all these other bum-ass dudes when he knows he has abundance? Just really think about that. So the type of men that would allow this type of behavior to happen, they ain't shit. They don't got shit going for themselves. You may think, oh, he's never gonna find out. How would he ever find out? Trust me, most dudes know. If the effort is lacking, whether in person or just texting over the phone, most dudes know. They just don't want to accept it because they live in scarcity. They don't have readily available women at their disposal. This is a trick bag. I hope everyone sees the game. Now, if you want to be promiscuous, so be it. Just don't be surprised while you get your heart broken. You might end up a baby mama or dealing with a baby mama, or you might just get burnt and get an STD. These people are disgusting out here. And remember, you don't need to penetrate to get herpes. You can get that shit on the mouth. I wish some broad would come to me talking about, oh, I have a roster, or I'm just dating multiple men to see who's best. I wish you would tell me some shit like that. I'm out the door. Are you kidding me? You're gonna play in my face? You think this is a joke? I could tell already you're not serious.
I don't know who need to hear this, but date them all. Ladies, date them all. It's dating. Get to know them all. Go on the trips with them all. That don't make you no hoe, because you getting to know somebody. Hey, you just getting to know somebody and they doing stuff for you. Date them all. If you're single, you're single. Date them all till you're not single.
All I gotta say is date them all, 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 baby. Let these dudes call you a hoe because you're talking to 3-4 dudes at once. I didn't say sleep with them all, I said date them all. Look, it's called having options. It's called may the best man win. It's called not putting all your eggs in one basket. Hello, don't let these dudes manipulate you. Date them all, baby. I'm telling you, it's about choosing the man that chooses you. Don't let these dudes manipulate you, telling you a hoe because, you know, you're finding out what you like. No, if you want me, show me you want me.
Don't sleep with them. Don't cook for them. Don't clean up behind them. Don't invite them into your space. Date them all and may the best provider win. And the only men that have a problem with this are the manipulators, the narcissists, the compulsive liars, the men that want you to provide for them. Look, keep your options open. And to the women that say, well, I can't juggle 5 men at a time. You were dealing with a complete narcissist. This man had 5 different personalities. Every day you woke up, you see a different version of this man. You can date a different man every day of the week. Stop giving 10 years to men that don't value you, 5 years to men that don't value you, giving your body to men that don't value you, and then having children by these men. Date them all. Date every single one of them and may the best provider win. Men are competitors. They love to compete. Make these men compete for your love. You have given yourself too easily and allowed these weak men to walk in your life and walk all over you. May the best provider win. All praises.
At this point, have you noticed that every single one of these clips these people are talking about, that doesn't mean you have to sleep with them, that doesn't mean you have to have sex, they're being disingenuous. The fact that they have to preference what they're saying with that statement means they're being willfully ignorant. You know damn well, out of the 5 dudes that you're talking to, at least one of them is going to be able to hit. And any right person that is specifically dating for marriage, dating for family, to be a mother, she's not going to want to give herself to multiple men at once. That's just sick. It's weird. Women don't want that. They want their one true Prince Charming. They don't want multiple dudes, because this idea of multiple men being able to have her attention, that's degrading to a pure woman. She's gonna feel exploited. Now, the only types of women, the only types of people that don't feel this way are promiscuous people. People who've been in multiple relationships, multiple situationships, have talked to multiple people and dated multiple people. They don't feel that no more. They don't feel exploited. They don't feel like it's demeaning anymore. It's just a natural part of life. I've gone through so many experiences. What does it mean to have another one? I've gone through so many experiences. What does it mean to have just one more? I know for a guaranteed fact that when women experience men who are simps, who just lust over them, they constantly want their attention, they constantly want their validation, they're constantly trying to give them things, buy them things, a woman will take it and she'll put up with it for only so long, but eventually she'll realize, I don't really respect you because you never give me any pushback. You give me everything I want. And even when we do have our little disagreements and arguments, you always bend to my will. A woman doesn't like a man who's easily breakable. And the reason for that is, how is he supposed to lead her? How is he supposed to lead the family when he's so easily broken in conflict? What type of morals and values does he have? Now, don't get me wrong. To support your woman means everything, especially if she's a good woman. However, you're going to have to say no sometimes. You're going to have to set boundaries sometimes. That goes for both men and women in a relationship. But specifically because men are historically, traditionally, and culturally the leaders in relationships and marriages, she's looking for someone who can lead, not obey. This is a different discussion for the modern world because modern women, they want a little golden retriever boyfriend or husband that's going to do everything that she says. There's this vitriol, this weird resentment towards men in general, whether it's from their own traumatic experiences or just the things that they see online. So they feel like they need to take on this masculine archetype. They feel like they need to control the dynamic within that relationship in order to get over on that man. They didn't get in that relationship for love or to build this foundation for their family, for their children. It was simply because this is a beneficial resource extraction association. He gives me status, he buys me things, he takes me places, and as soon as he acts out or as soon as I'm tired of him, I'm just gonna move on, because why not? And stop with that competitor shit. Oh, what is that supposed to make me feel? Oh, I gotta compete. He said men are competitors, so I gotta compete. Fuck out of here with that, bro. I'm on my own mission, my own purpose. The only person that's my competitor is myself from yesterday. Who gives a damn about what I can provide for a woman? I'm worried about my purpose. What can she provide for me? How can she give me reciprocity? How can she support me? If I'm the one that's supposed to be leading this family, leading this relationship, you should bank on me becoming the best. That's why it's a contradiction. The things that these people preach doesn't make sense. So I'm supposed to be this high value man. I have finances. I take care of myself. I'm doing everything within my power in order to conquer and achieve my purpose. And yet I'm supposed to fold when a woman comes my way. I'm supposed to just give it all to her just because she's been through so much. And maybe that's an assumption, but even still, the way that these dudes dudes preach, you can tell there's an angle here. It's not genuine. It's really sad. And not only that, if a woman was promiscuous and she wasn't pure, why would I do that for her anyway? Now, this is assuming that the man is pure as well, or at least they are reformed. However, why would I ever do that? Especially if she hasn't healed and learned from her own ways. You could say the same thing for a man. These are just hurt people giving broken advice. And not only that, they're maintaining this idea of hookup culture.
You should absolutely be dating multiple men until one proves he deserves exclusivity. The truth is, so many women get attached after a little bit of attention, some tequila shots, and a couple of cute dates. Now you emotionally locked into a man that's still exploring his options. And that's exactly how women end up settling. So I asked Astra, an app that gives the best advice based on your birth chart, does dating multiple men help women choose better partners instead of settling so fast? And this is what Astra had to say. Dating multiple partners can definitely give you a better sense of what you want or don't want in a partner. And with Venus currently in Gemini, I'm feeling a little curious to explore different options. And I absolutely agree. Dating multiple men helps you stay objective. Stop getting overly impressed by the bare minimum because your entire world is not centered around one man. You actually get to compare energy, effort, consistency, communication, generosity, and emotional intelligence. And instead of choosing based off of loneliness or chemistry, you get to choose based off of alignment. The goal isn't to play men. The goal is to give yourself enough experiences and options to make a smart emotional decision instead of rushing into attachment. So download Astra because exclusivity should be earned and not assumed.
This right here perfectly describes the divide within this gender war, because you got people who are somewhat righteous or have at least purpose and intention when it comes to dating. And then you got people who are promiscuous trying to give advice to other people who are promiscuous and or being contrarian to people who are righteous and pure. It's a whole shit show. People are making assumptions. People are speaking from traumatic experiences. Nothing is genuine. Nothing is pure. Misery truly does love company. Everyone knows the right answer, but they just can't. Based off their experiences, they just can't. They can't go back to a normal life anymore. They went through that one tough breakup, or they got dumped so bad that it's like, I can't be the same person no more. That affected my psyche. That affected who I am as a person, as a lover. I just gotta date them all. I just gotta experience more. I just gotta fuck somebody over because it happened to me. I gotta pass that same vitriol onto someone else. Another misconception is that you have to date multiple people in order to know what you like and don't like. No, you don't. You just gotta be aware of the choices. Okay, I don't want to be with a person who has these X, Y, and Z bad qualities. Okay, I want to get with somebody who has these qualities that I'm looking for. That's it. And if you get blinded by that, if you get distracted, it's because you're more so caught up in the physical attraction aspect to that person than the expectations and standards that you have. That's your fault. And truly try to dissect that. What does it mean to experience somebody? What does that mean? It means all aspects of that person, physically and mentally. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna go on a date, we're gonna go get something to eat, and I'm gonna talk to this person and we'll see. No, it's more. It's, let me go on this emotional roller coaster to see if I'm willing to give myself to this man. Just really think about it. Really try to understand, because if any of these people had intention and purpose when it came to dating, they wanted to build this foundation for their family, for their children, they wouldn't be doing none of this shit. They would go directly to the source, exactly who they knew they wanted to be with or needed to be with, and try to lock one of those men or women down. But that's not the case here. The reality is they want to have fun, they want to experience new things, they want to have new feelings, and just be willing to put themselves out there because they've already dated so much. So like I said, what's one more body?
One piece of advice I would give ladies younger than me that are dating or getting into dating is that girly pop, date them all, okay? Do not commit to a dude because you like him and you want to show that you can be loyal, whatever. No, you don't got to be loyal. You just date them all. Date them all until that man pull you to the side or look you straight in the face and be like, I want you to be my woman, I want you to be mine. Like, exclusive is locked down. Like, it's just you and me. Like, date them all. Don't commit to none. Don't put your eggs in all in one basket, because that's how you get your feelings hurt. Committing before actually having to commit. Don't do it.
I don't know, man. Y'all really living wild out here, and I could never see myself doing anything like that because I have standards and expectations for myself. I mean, could you imagine? I am so hard on myself with my own life and what it is that I hope to achieve. You really think I'm just gonna get with somebody who's living all willy-nilly? They have no purpose, no intention. They're just doing whatever they want. They're promiscuous. They got 5, 10 plus bodies. They can't seem to get along with a man. And I'm the one that has to settle with this person. I'm the one that has to say, you know what? I'm gonna heal you. You know what? I want you. And what are those qualifications based on? Because the majority of the time, all these people are superficial. All these people are only going off of physical attraction, especially for that one night stand. So what does that tell you about their personality, their character? They're not good people. They choose quantity over quality. This goes for men and women. I said this before in a recent video, and I'm going to continue to say it, that the majority of people who are promiscuous, they're purposeless. They're boundless. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're trying to fill that void that they have in their soul with physical intimacy. It really does get deep. You really have to understand it from that perspective because it's the truth. One thing that I notice is just I dabble too much in these lower class people's lives. And I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody else, but clearly we make different decisions. We make different choices. I would never be caught dead doing half of the shit that some of you people do out here. And you wonder why your life is so fucked up. And then you go on social media posting that you're a survivor, you're a warrior. My past cannot outlive me. Man, get out of here with that bullshit. You made those decisions. Be accountable. Be responsible. That's about it for me. I'm getting a little tired watching people make just the wrong decisions in life, but it is what it is. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.